Black women are out of order. And guess what? The black family is suffering because of it. Because black women view black men only as financial plans and financial providers. And then guess what? They teach the children the same thing. So what children are doing is asking their fathers or black man for this. Can you buy this? Can you do this? Can you do that? But they don't listen to that black man. That black man cannot discipline those children. He cannot correct them. He has no say in their everyday upbringing because of the mindset of the black woman that is raising these children to not respect black men. Why? Why? Why is material things and finances more important than respect and honor and the family unit being strong? I said what I said, and my name is Shala King.
You know, a lot of times, top of the top, first of all, thank you for joining another segment of These Words. But if we could touch on that just for a little bit, a lot of times, you know, what you get is, especially when it's you the stepfather, you know, you may be a stepfather or something like that. A lot of times, the woman will expect you to do more than the biological father and hold you accountable more than she'll hold her accountable their own father. And if they are yours, you know, a lot of times what happens is, you know, the mother don't respect you. And a lot of times the kids will see that, and then in return they'll start to display, and they'll start to reiterate the behavior that they see their mother display towards you. You know what I'm saying? So then they don't respect you, and they see that all she do, you know, when you ain't around, you know, she might be on the phone talking all types of mad shit about you, and they hear that. So they grow this some type of disrespect for you as well. Think about Will Smith and Jada and Willow. If you ever watched The Red Table, when you know when Jada and Willow and Jada's mom is sitting at the red table with Will, and how everybody gets kind of like just, you know, bashing him, and he's telling these sentimental stories about how, you know, him and Jada first met, and how he called her up and told her, you know, hey, if you're not seeing nobody, you seeing me now. And, you know, and she was just like, oh, rolled her eyes all back in her head. And then Willow was like, oh my God. You know, so she basically just doing what her mom see what her mom's doing. She's doing the same exact thing. And so that's what happened. They see the mom always, give me some money. I need some money for this. I need this. I need this. I need this. And I need this. And I need this. But then when you're not around, she's really painting the picture for you like you're a real loser type dude. And so the kids see that, other people see that, and then the kids will start to act like that too. They won't listen to anything you do or say. They won't follow the guidance that you try to give them, but they'll have their hands out asking for shit all the time because they see it. They get the same energy from their mom. So you fellas gotta be aware of that, and you got to understand that you got to put structure in your household. You got to have that structure in your household. Otherwise, your shit it'll just run over you. The kids will run over you, the woman will run over you, and you just become a beta male overnight. So, you know, you can't allow finances to be the reason that keeps you and your child bonded. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, so you want to take your kid out and do shit, take your children out to do shit that don't really involves money. You don't have to be all the time, but sometimes, yeah, you definitely want to take them out, you know, just to do some shit with nature that don't involve money, you know, because that becomes the routine. They see the mom always hitting you up, asking you for this, that, and the third, and then when you ain't around, you know, she's saying shit about you, just disrespected for us, just disrespect you when you're not there. And the kids is there, and they hear it, and they see it, and they see the behavior that she got towards you and the attitude she have towards you. They gonna do the same exact thing, and they'll never listen to you. They'll never respect you. So you got to get some ground to put your foot down and stand on that. But women, y'all too got to stop that shit, especially when you know you got a good one and that want to be there and want to help you provide and want to help you raise the children. You know what I'm saying? Let that man raise the children, whether it be a stepdad or a biological dad. You know, if you allow a man into your house that's not your biological father of your children, and you allow him to be around your kids, then allow him to lead the kids. And as long as he's doing everything in a positive light and doing what he's supposed to do, Allow that man to lead them kids or that child into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so moved about monetary shit, you know what I mean? Because one thing for certain, you definitely want him to do for that child the same as he's going to do for his other ones if he fucks with you. So have that same mentality when it comes to raising them kids. You know what I'm saying? Respect the fact that that man is in that child's life. Decisions should be made along with that man. Don't just be making decisions by yourself because you feel like at the end of the day, this is my kid. It really ain't your kid. That's fucked up. And if that's the energy you're going to have, then keep that energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be looking at a nigga sideways when he come over, you know, just like the little viral video that went viral when the dude came with one hamburger for his child and she got 3 other kids or something like that. And she like, I'm about to expose you. You know, like, you're not exposing shit. You exposing yourself and how you can't maintain your own household, and now you're trying to make it his responsibility to take care of somebody else's responsibility because y'all used to have kids. Like, so that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So in order to avoid that, just be real with each other. It's easy. It's easy. That's what I understand, people. It's real easy as hell to have sit somebody down and have a conversation like, listen, this is what it is, right? We don't fuck with each other. We don't rock with each other. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't be expecting me to do this at XYZ like I used to do when we was together. Get an understanding with a motherfucker. And if they don't understand that, then too bad. That's on them. At least you put it out there for them. You know what I mean? But then too, men, don't be petty and shit and acting like bitches when you know you used to take care of all these kids when y'all was together. So now y'all ain't together no more. You feel some type of way. And now you don't want to look out for those kids. That's coward shit. That's weak. Because now you putting those kids in some shit they don't even need to be in. If you knew you was that type of nigga, you should have never fucked with it out the gate. That's just my take on that. So don't be using that to be a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you was there with that woman and at some point you knew she, and when you got with her, you knew she had X amount of kids and you knew you only had one by her, right? Or whatever the fuck the situation is, and you knew that and you got with her, don't be a hoe ass nigga after the fact when you feel like, okay, shit, we ain't fucking with you, I ain't rocking with each other, so now you want to be petty and want to do shit like, you know, well, I'm just gonna bring my kids something, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, come on. That's just a nigga being petty because he probably ain't getting the pussy no more. Let's just keep it up being. And men do that shit. Men do that shit with their own kids. They get mad because they can't have the woman no more, so they don't take care of their kids no more. Or they don't be there for their kids no more. Like that's to spite her, but you fucking up the children. That's coward shit. That's weak shit. And black men do that shit all the time. Because white men, they'll stay with the woman until the kid get 18 and he'll divorce her. Asian men, they'll stay there the whole time too. And you know, and once the kid get grown, they might leave with the kid. Shit. But black men, we get all in our feelings and be all so prideful and shit and all so masculine and get all in our feelings, and we'll walk out on our children and everything and not even give a fuck and go somewhere and make a whole nother family and then be over there trying to do the right shit. So, you know, I mean, to each his own. We grown, we do what you do, but I'm just saying, you know, motherfuckers knock it off. I tell men all the time, we gotta stop acting like our shit don't stink. We gotta stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Shalakemia, and to her point, women do that. They do allow the children to be disrespectful to the men, but they want that man to be there monetarily and provide and do all the shit and buy all the shit them kids want. But she's not as keen to enforce the fact that they should respect that man, because that's the man. And he protecting, and he providing for all of us. They just won't say that. They won't do that. They won't do that. So, and if you're looking for somebody to do that, if you one of them type of dudes who looking for somebody to toot your horn for all the good shit you feel like you do for your family that you're supposed to do anyway, then you're a different type of nigga anyway. So you're gonna always have problems anyway. Don't no man need to be awarded for the shit that he's supposed to do anyway. Just like you ain't supposed to get a Johnny G Man good badge for taking care of your kids. Nigga, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. Them your kids. And if she drops them off to you at any given time, take them. It ain't no scheduled time for you to have your kids. Nigga, take your kids. Them your kids. And nigga, stop saying you babysitting your own kids. How the fuck do you babysit your own kids? You can't babysit your own kids, nigga. Your kids with you. Ain't no babysitting. So don't do that. But to the flip side of that, women, y'all stop that bullshit too. Poisoning them kids, telling them kids that bullshit, talking that shit around about the man around the kids when the man ain't around, because that shit develops some type of mentality for them inside their mind towards their own father or their stepfather. Till next time, man, be real with yourself. Don't expect nobody else to.